An update now on a story we brought you just a few weeks ago. A single mother of 4 is now free after she was held in a Texas immigration detention center for more than a month. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Shanelle Kaul. Shanelle, this is your exclusive reporting. What can you tell us?
Right. So, Liz, 2 weeks ago, I sat down exclusively with the family of Minu Batra. This is a woman in Texas who is a mother of 4. She's someone who immigrated to America about 35 years ago after her parents were both killed due to their religion back in India. So she fled to the U.S. She was just a teenager at the time. She applied for asylum, and then in 2000, she says an immigration judge granted her a certain kind of status called withholding of removal status. This is something maybe you haven't heard of, but when I asked her lawyer about it, he said that what this means is that you can live and work in the country legally. There are, of course, some conditions. You can't commit a crime, you can't leave the country. But when I spoke to her son just a few weeks ago, he said, look, my mother is someone who hasn't even got a speeding ticket in her life before. So you can imagine the shock and horror her family was experiencing. And so was she when she was picked up by ICE at the airport 6 weeks ago when she was traveling for work to Milwaukee. She's worked for the last 20 years, by the way, as a court translator. Then earlier today, just a couple of hours ago, I got a call from her lawyer telling me that she was ultimately released. A federal district court judge in Texas announcing her release this morning. Here's more from my conversation with her attorney, Deepak Ahluwalia.
We have gotten a victory in terms of what we were alleging and arguing all along, which is that her due process rights were violated. You couldn't have given this person some sort of relief here in America 26 years ago, and then without prior notice, without interview, without any, formal process at all, just detain her without question at an airport while she's traveling for work. So what this order initially, or essentially does is it provides us the protection that we were seeking, which is that the government, or the judge rather, who signed off on this order, had instructed DHS not to re-detain Minu unless certain safeguards or protocols have taken place.
How is she doing? How is the family doing?
So the family is, I used the word overjoyed before. I think they were in disbelief when this was kind of going into motion. We found out what the judge had ordered and also what ICE was exercising in terms of their authority. And we were kind of waiting until she actually got home and it was real and it felt real. So family is very obviously, over the moon in terms of her being released. But, Minu specifically, you had previous conversations with her. I was speaking to her almost on the daily, and this has broken her. And, her experience while in detention, the things that she had to see, the things that she suffered, the manner in which she was picked up, obviously weighs a lot on a person and has really emotionally and mentally affected her. And so I can only hope that she can come out of what she had to experience for the last month and a half.
Now, in terms of next steps, Liz, her lawyer, Deepak Ahluwalia, who you just heard from there, said that this order issued by that judge today essentially prevents ICE from re-detaining Minu Batra on her current status. But as an extra layer of protection, he now says they're going through the steps of trying to apply for citizenship for Minu Batra. That is a path that's now viable to her because her son is in the military.
Awesome work, Shanelle. Thanks so much for that update.